Dad, are you crying?
Who is your daddy?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I am your father.
All right, welcome back to Two Dads, One Sippy Cup, where two dads from two different states, one pact, all started back in high school. Here we are. What do you got today, man?
Was it? I don't think it was high school though. I think
Might
you're
have,
wrong.
I feel like it wasn't high school. I feel like it was a very particular trip to Atlantic City where we made that pact.
Oh yeah.
I'm
I think
like
it was
99%
Atlantic
sure.
City,
Yeah. I think we made that pact in the car, like when we. There were so many.
You might be right.
Who was in the car with us that time? Who?
I don't even know. I think we went like Rossi was there. Like Kim was there.
Oh, somebody
I
dropped
think,
something out the window that I remember on the bridge. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, somebody dropped something out the window.
I don't remember dropping anything out the window. I didn't drop anything out. So,
all right, what do you
this
got?
is a show about being parents. This is not a show. Well, I just honestly, I have to start off by thanking our biggest fan. Unsure who she is. Julia 23479. 5 stars. This is my favorite podcast of all time with an exclamation point. If you're a new parent or have kids, you will die laughing. 2 exclamation points. Love the show! Exclamation point.
That's the type of things
So,
we
Julia,
need happening here. Thank you, Julia. We appreciate that.
honestly, I wish I knew her. I wish I knew who she was.
No, honestly, it's the best thing that happened in my whole week. That we got just a comment. So, speaking of comments, if you're listening and you're 10 seconds in, just like, comment, subscribe, real quick for us, and just like you're not just like you're not helping us. All you're doing
5
is
stars.
making
5
our
stars.
day. It's just a quick way to make our day. 5 stars, 4 stars even. You could give us 4 stars.
Honestly, it felt good when I saw that. Because honestly, I'm the other comment on Apple.
Dude, I saw that.
I said, it says go 5 stars. These guys are the best. You're the best pod of all time. So I gave myself a little confidence boost with that, and then Julia just comes in, just like swinging for the fences, and she made us feel good.
Oh yeah, that was very nice of her.
I have no idea who she is. I honestly, I like tried to like look on our Twitter like to see if like a Julia followed us or something. I couldn't find it.
Huh.
Nothing. So,
Um,
Julia, if you're listening, reach out.
Yeah, reach out, Julia. When we first time we're giving away shirts, you're getting the first one.
Oh no. Anyway, let's what went on for you this week? What happened?
So I just want to get right to
Anything
the
of note?
yeah, I want to get right to the point with my bad dad moment of the week. So my
Okay.
son, he has his first.
Yeah.
Oh, he has his second tooth coming in. I didn't tell you, he has his second tooth coming in now, right next to the first tooth, front
Nice.
2 bottom teeth, 2 coming through. So we've been trying to give him like little bits of food now, like chewable food. So we gave him a strawberry the other day, as per my wife's recommendation. And it went well with her. She was like, yeah, he chewed it, and it was fine. Like, it was all good. So I was like, all right, so today...
We got Luna's throwing stuff off the desk now. What are you doing? Anyway, sorry. If you just heard a big clang, it's because she's just throwing
Just
like
tossing
pens off the
shit.
desk.
Back to the strawberries, where we had some technical difficulties there. So anyway, so Marissa gave him the strawberry. It was all good. So today, I'm like,
Okay.
you got your cauliflower. I'm going to give you a little strawberry, kid. I'm going to hook you up with some strawberry. So I cut the strawberry into fourths, and I give him this, like, strawberry. And, like, I looked at it and, like, I don't know. I'm a speech pathologist. I work on swallowing problems with people all day, and I was like, this isn't a good piece of strawberry to give somebody who doesn't know how to chew things. But I gave it to him anyway. And I gave it to him. He put it right in his mouth. It was like a quick, like the whole thing. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. I was like, what's gonna happen now? And immediately he like tried to swallow it whole, did not chew it even a little bit. And it was one of those things where I heard it go, and I was like, oh no, oh no. And like I went into action quick. Like I ripped off the thing, like unbuckled him and had him like about to grab him, and he had already like started breathing again. So that was the scariest moment of my life so far. I thought I almost killed him. I don't really know. So if
Is
you could give me a little experienced, here's how we started feeding Michael, that would be great.
uh yeah, so that terrifies me. I honestly like Nicole really took the reins like on his food stuff, to be honest. Like even now, like this kid like can eat anything and I'm still like petrified. Like like when we kind of first started, Nicole would be like, "Listen, like you got to be like more comfortable with it because like I'm not gonna be here all the time, you know." Um, so from my point of view, like I'm petrified, like still. Like I literally just bought these things called like the Life Vac. Have you ever seen those?
Yes.
I literally have two of them. It cost me like 150 bucks. They're in my house. I have two of them
You have two of them.
because
What do you
I'm
got two of them
petrified.
for?
In case we all go at the same time. Well, one person gets screwed, but in case we're all choking together. But I don't know. It was like a deal. It was like get one 50% off if you get one. I was like,
But
all
why
right.
would you
So
need two? Like, if are you all gonna be choking at the same time? Like,
no, but like I can bring one places with me or like to like the house that
oh,
we have in the Poconos.
oh,
Like I
oh,
can
oh.
bring it places.
I thought you were like, we got one for upstairs, one for downstairs, or if like I'm choking and he's choking at the same time, we can like suction it right out real
We can
quick.
all like suck. Oh man, that didn't look good. Whatever we both just did didn't like look
Just a quick.
nice. So yeah, it got like weird. So yeah, I have no advice for you other than like I'm still afraid of it, and especially honestly, I'm not really afraid of that as much as I am like Michael puts everything in his mouth, like everything. Like we're at the park and he has a big ass rock in his mouth, and I'm like, dude, you can't do that.
Just chewing it? Like, is he chew it
Like
or he just like put hold of it?
no, he's like chewing on a rock, and like if you swallow a big ass rock, it's not good.
No, that's not good.
Um, uh, like we had the gardeners come, and like when they like aerate the lawn, and there's like little dirt that looks like poop.
Yes, yes, yes.
He put that in his mouth the other day, and like that's so it's not the end of the world
But
because like it's just
that means he would
dirt.
pretty much pick up poop and put it in his mouth though. like raw. If he picked up the one
So
next to it, it could have been goose shit.
yeah, if we were at the park, like yeah, that I'm like legitimately terrified that he's just gonna eat random things. Like that's more of a concern for me than him choking. But obviously we're in different like
Right, right.
times. Because I definitely was terrified, and I still am, to be honest. Uh, like I feel like I cut things up so small sometimes that it makes it worse. Like it's so small he can't even like chew it.
I've sort of noticed that. Like if I give him like a piece, like if I like when we first started feeding him, like if I gave him like a bite that was too small, he would sort of cough on it. But if I give him like a larger volume, he's like swallows it.
Yeah,
You know,
he
like
can bite it. You're
right,
giving him something to chew on, like literally.
right.
And I don't know. I just I hate it. It's like a pretty scary thing, right? Like learning to swallow food. Like what?
100% scary. 100% scary. Like he put that strawberry in his mouth, and I was like, "Don't swallow that. Don't swallow that whole. like chew that up." Dude. This is what I did. This is what I did. I gave him this. I gave him the strawberry, and I was like, "Here." I go, "Here, watch." And I put one in my mouth and ate it, and like he was going to like copy me or something.
He was gonna be like, "Oh, thanks, Dad.
Thanks, Dad.
Appreciate it."
Now I know how to chew a strawberry.
Like he doesn't have one little ass tooth. Like leave him
dude,
alone. Even
doesn't
though
have-
even though
dude,
those gums are pretty strong. I'll
they
be
do. They
honest.
are strong. When he bites my finger now, and that like little jagged tooth gets my fucking finger, I'm like, no, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Well, honestly, we're going through hell right now with Michael. Um, he got it last week. I think I brought it up. He got like he started getting his back too,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and that was bad. And honestly, like my bad dad moment of the week isn't like like I had a great week, and today, like, he was so cranky. I just like wanted the day to be over, like, and that's like pretty fucked up, right? Like it's the poor guy's hurting, like he's just cranky, and then like he goes to sleep, and then I feel so guilty, like. Not that I like showed him, like that I was like frustrated,
Right,
but
right.
like in my head, I just kept thinking like this day is not going fast enough. And that sucks cuz like then like I feel so bad like right
Yeah.
now. Um but he's teething hard, like he has four in the front, the two in the back. This one in the back is definitely in now. And now he's getting another one in the front and he's just like so much spit. He's like drooling everywhere. And I feel bad. Like we, like I don't know. Like there's nothing to do
It's
for
hard, dude,
him.
because like you
Like I
want to
gave
like
him
be
Tylenol
happy,
and he's still
yeah.
flipping out. Like what else am I supposed to do?
Right, right. You want to like, yeah, and it's like I understand because like when
So
you're
did it?
when you want those days where you're like, it's just like sometimes on the weekend, like when you're both off, and like you just want like a nice day, and it's like I don't even know, like it's fucked up to say, but sometimes like you need a day, you need a day without him, like as fucked up as that is, it's just like you do,
Well,
you need a day, you need a day alone sometimes.
yeah. It wasn't even that. It's just because like Michael's just been so consistently like really good and like really fun to like he's like actually like fun to like play with.
Right, right,
Like and run, like it's exhausting, don't get me wrong, like running around. Like Nicole wasn't home Saturday, so I was all from Friday when I got home from work until like it was like 24 hours, like 5 o'clock to 5 o'clock. And like when she got home, bro, I was like shot because I was exhausted from chasing him at the
right, right.
park in the backyard. And but he's fun now, so when he's off, it like
Throws you
really
off.
sucks because that's just like not the norm right
Let me,
now. So
let
it's
me ask you
like,
something. When you say to him, "We're going to the park," is he like, "Fuck yeah, we're going to the park," or does he not know what you're talking about?
no. So actually, he flipped the fuck out when I was going to take him to the park to the point where I almost just said "fuck this" and like didn't go.
Oh,
And
really?
I think it's because he thought I was taking him to daycare.
Oh, okay.
Um, and it's funny because it's not like he doesn't like daycare. Like I just get a very different experience than Nicole because I drop him off. Like, and he cries every
Right.
time.
Oh
And
boy.
like I'm telling, and when Nicole picks him up, he's like happy playing with all the kids. So we just have a different experience. And apparently, like once I leave, like after 2 minutes, he's fine. But I'm telling you, going to the park yesterday, he fought me into that car seat like no other time. Like he flipped and he cried the entire time.
Oh man.
It was
Until
only
until
five
you
minutes,
until you got there.
but once we got there, he was fine, and then he hates to leave. So then it's like fucking hard again.
Oh.
What the hell? The hell?
I hit my computer a little bit.
For all you audio listeners, Vinny just like flung his freaking
It was just a quick flip.
camera. I don't know. He wanted us to see his big vaulted ceilings.
There's no vaulted ceilings in here, dude. I got fucking contractor lighting in here just like everybody else does. Um,
Anyway,
but
so
but
yeah, the car rides are hard.
yeah,
More
for
specifically for me than Nicole, because like
you always
Nicole
bring
just
him
really
there.
picks him up.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
he like
he
knows
he
the
was like, "Why is
routine.
this
Yeah.
fucker?" He's like, "Why is he putting on my jacket? Like, what is happening? Why is he bribing me with treats right now? He knows
Right.
because I started giving him like these like cracker cookies every morning. He eats two in the car every morning because it was so bad, and it's like a bad habit to be like, "Hey, we're going in the car. Like, here's your snacks every time." But like,
You got to do
but
something. Yeah.
it, dude, it's like a hard way to start my day, like daily. Like
Yeah.
to
It's like
hear him
it's heartbreak.
cry
It's heartbreaking.
like the entire car ride, and then him to like look at me like you fucking douche, like just take me back home, man. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. Gotta do what I gotta do.
Dude, you were saying
So
like that like when they've done something for so long and then like all of a sudden it changes it's like so difficult. And like we've had so many good nights of sleep, so many. And this past week it has not been good, man. It's just back to like
mm,
up at night. I'm not happy about it, but
yeah,
it's like 10 o'clock every night now. He gets up screaming bloody murder. Makes no sense.
honestly, like sleep is like so hard because obviously when you don't sleep, you're like double cranky
Right.
yourself. But like hearing him cry in like his crib is like so fucked up because it's like that line of like he let him cry it out a little bit versus like this is fucked up is so like it's like so thin. And
Yeah,
maybe
like
it's not. Maybe I'm like super soft. Like I'm definitely the softer parent. Like and without Nicole, like Michael wouldn't sleep the way he does. Like he's a good sleeper.
right, right.
Um even with his naps, like sometimes he fights it, but he's like he's a good sleeper. And like there was a time like a month ago where like literally for almost a full month he woke up every day at 4:30, like every day.
Oh man.
And
Like
it was brutal, like brutal.
um so yesterday we had a my wife owns my wife owns a small business. So yesterday we went to we had like a festival in our downtown. We live in a small town, so it's like downtown festivals are like the whole town is there. So
Okay.
we went there and we were selling our stupid little cups or whatever. And
Why is this stupid? Why is this stupid?
well, it's stupid. I'm prefacing it as stupid, but it's stupid because of this. You ready? Why? Because at 2:45 a.m. on Saturday morning, I woke up and drove to the kitchen at 3 o'clock in the morning and made 55 charcuterie cups, 55 of them. And then I left the kitchen at 7 a.m. and brought them to this downtown festival, paid for my permit in the
Okay.
town, and then the town let a Chick-fil-A set up right next to us. A fucking
Who's gonna buy
Chick-fil-A.
your stupid cups?
Exactly, dude. Like we paid $75 for this permit. You think $75? $75, dude. This it's unfortunate because like this event kind of we were already kind of like running like super low on time lately. Like it's the business is kind of killing us because like we're exhausted all the time and like all we do is like run from like job to business, business back to home, like and
Yeah.
we're doing this stupid event, and then as I get there, this fucking Chick-fil-A sets up next to me, and I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like this multi-billion-dollar company has a fucking 10 by 10 tent next to me. The guy that's got 55 charcuterie cups. They had this guy running back and forth to Chick-fil-A all day long with chicken sandwiches. And you think these small town southern people are buying my charcuterie cups when they could have a Chick-fil-A sandwich right next to me? Come
Wait,
on.
I don't even understand. Like that's pretty one, that's pretty fucked up. But two, I mean, listen, it's not really like Chick-fil-A's fault, right? Like it's a franchise, so it's like it is a small business to that person. Um,
No, it's not. It's not a franchise. They own every single one of their stores. It's not a franchise. You cannot franchise out a Chick-fil-A. It's a
you're
single.
sure?
I'm 100% sure. That's a fact. Trust me. I've done my research. I was very upset yesterday.
Did you write a letter?
Bro, no, I'm going to. But they had 10 employees there. They had 10 employees there. It was me. I was there. I started work at 3 a.m. Got to the place at 7. Marissa came at 10. So I was awake and working for 7 hours before my wife was even able to come because she had to watch the kid. We had to get a babysitter. So like I was just like it's just whatever. Like at the end of the day, like whatever. But like the point I'm trying to make is like we had our day to ourselves, which was really nice because like at the end we got there and we were like, this is fucked. Like we're fucked. We're not selling anything. Like so we just and you're not allowed to drink where we're at, like in the city. So like we were walking back and forth to the beer tent like one at a time, like chugging a beer, coming back. Like it was a fun
Oh
day
my
for
god.
us. So like we had a good time, but it was disappointing and like I think we're starting to like maybe think about like closing the business just because it's so much. Like you want to do these things, but like it's like I just want to spend time with my son and like be home with my family. I don't want to be sitting in a kitchen at 3 a.m. and then like last night we got home at 8 a.m. at 8 p.m. like I was like I had to go to sleep. And like he started crying at
Yeah.
9 and like Marissa had I was like, "Look, like I was like you got to go get him." Like I cannot do this.
Yeah, there's
I couldn't
nothing
be
you can
awake.
do at this time.
I was like, I'm done. Like, I am done. Like, if we had both been there, like, I would have been like, look, we'll split it. But, like, because she had, like, more sleep than me, I was like, you have to do this. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, you got to do this.
Honestly, so how many did you sell?
I don't even want to say it's embarrassing. We brought home more than we sold. So I think we sold, I want to say 16. We were there for 9 hours.
Mm,
We sell them for $12 each.
mm.
It was not good. It was,
How much did they? Never mind.
they
Never mind.
cost $12 a pop. It was not worth it. It was not worth it.
Well, listen. All right. Well,
It's
listen.
what's unfortunate is that we spend so much money on this because we know we're not going there to make money, but like we use it as advertising because like
No,
you know,
yeah, exactly, exactly.
and
And then
this
to have
just sort of
fucking
like
Chick-fil-A come and
yeah, and
fuck
it's just
you.
like they're like come give me a fucking break. Like I just like and at that point we were like this is so dumb. We should have just stayed home and like spent time with him. And he's like with the babysitter and like it's not that it's nothing wrong with like him hanging out with the babysitter. It's just like I wish we could have just hung out with him all day. You know, like we had the day off.
Yeah, but so I feel like that's just part of like being a small business owner is like that sucks. But like don't let it like be the reason you guys want to like not do it.
It's
Like
not the
that's kind of
reason.
fucked.
It was just like extremely discouraging to the point of like we were just like because like the day before we were like dreading it. We were like, oh fuck, like I just want to like stay home and like hang out. Like it was our first weekend off like all together. Like so like you know it was just cause my Marissa works weekends a lot. So like a lot of times like we only get like 1 day a week where we're all like hanging out. But whatever. Um,
Well,
yeah. So
next time just do it on a Sunday since Chick-fil-A isn't open on
that's
Sunday.
true. We should have done it on a Sunday and then we could have
Call the downtown and be like, I want the next one on a Sunday for sure, and then I'll give you my $75, but I'm not doing it again on a Saturday.
I drafted a pretty nasty tweet to Chick Fil A, and I didn't ever sent it. I was like so
Can you
mad.
please send it? Can
Maybe
you
I'll send
please send it?
maybe I'll send it from our account tomorrow.
Ooh, from our account. You're
Or should I
trying to
not?
get two dads, one sippy cup. Some.
Wait,
No, no, our account. Get us. No,
I guess
no
maybe
public. No, what is it?
bad public.
No
Wait, oh
publicity
no,
is
yeah,
bad.
that's it. That's it.
Whatever. Yeah. Either way, I want to get that little notification like about our tweet activity.
All right,
Even though like even our big tweets like lead to no followers, except
it's
for
so true.
apparently Julia, who's like the best.
That is true. Julia is the best. We did have that one tweet, and like we got it. Literally was like 20,000 impressions, 3,000 this, 10,000 this, and it was like zero new followers. Like how does that even make
Yeah,
sense?
it was like 800 profile views, zero followers. We're like, we're gonna fuck ourselves.
Bro, one of the conversations we had yesterday. This was an interesting conversation, and you grew up in an Italian household, so this would probably resonate with you. We were talking about school lunches. Like, what did you bring to school every day? Like K through six. Do you remember or not really?
So I am a very bad person to ask because I have a horrible memory. I don't know from football or what. So I just found out my sis. So I was like big into like bugs and like critters when I was a kid, and like a lot of my family calls me like the bug boy, and I hate bugs and that kind of shit now. I just
Oh, that's
found
crazy.
out. I just found out from my mom and my sister that when I was younger, I in the Poconos, I caught a catfish and made them bring it home in a bucket to my house in Massapequa, and it lived in the kitchen, like in a bowl,
For how
like
long?
a catfish. I don't know, like like a legitimate catfish,
Like
like
your
that you
sister
eat.
remembered?
My sister has a good memory. I have a poor memory. Like I remember I had frogs, I had snakes, I had a lot of things,
Really, you had
but I
snakes?
didn't remember. I had a snake named Bubbles. Yeah, he died.
You
He
don't
died.
strike me as a snake guy.
I am petrified of like literal bugs. So I don't know when it like went to the other side, but I used to like really like that stuff.
Huh,
But
interesting.
now I don't. Like I don't think I would be into like catching a catfish like probably with my hands and then being like, let's keep it.
That's crazy. No,
But
I wouldn't. First off, I don't like touching fish. Fish are disgusting to me.
I don't I don't like fish in general. I hate the taste of them. I hate the smell of them. I hate everything. So
Hear me out. I would
uh,
love to go out on a boat and go fishing, but I don't want to catch anything. I just want to like throw my reel in, drink my Mick Ultra, talk shit,
have a
watch
cigar and relax
watch
and
somebody
go
else
home.
catch a fish maybe. You know.
Listen, I'll catch a fish,
No,
but I'm not like
I don't want to touch
unhooking
it.
it.
No, I'm just gonna snip the
Yeah,
line
but you know
once
what's
I can
fucked
see
up?
it. Like,
Nah, but dude, you're gonna have to do it for your son. Like Michael, bro, I swear to you, I'll send you this video. Michael loves animals so much. He runs after birds and waves at them, screaming. Like,
really?
"Ah, like runs after. He did it to dude. He did it to a bee.
Oh, good. That's great.
Like,
That's gonna be good for him.
no, not like a yellow, not a yellow jack bee,
Like the would be.
but like a honeybee. Like
Oh, okay.
legitimately, like excited to see a bee. Like he loves animals, and I know that that's trouble for me because that's gonna one, he's gonna want a dog like the second he can say dog, and two, like he's gonna like pick up like gross shit that I'm gonna have to like take out of his hands.
Uh,
It's gonna, this kid, man.
that's the life, man. I mean,
But
dude. Actually, it's funny you mentioned the animal loving thing. Like, I was Marissa. Chenzo just started like really recognizing that Effie's around. So like every time we're walking, like in the morning, I usually go and get him. Like after Marissa feeds him, I grab him and I bring him downstairs while she goes in the bathroom and gets ready or whatever. So like every time we walk downstairs, Effie follows me down the stairs. So like as we're walking down the stairs, he's always like looking at Effie now, like laughing as like she's following us down the stairs. And like yesterday, for the first time, he was like reaching out and like trying to like pet her, and I was like, "Do gentle, do gentle."
yeah. Well, see, the thing is, at least Effie's like nice, right?
Right,
Like, so Luna like doesn't even like people to begin with, but Michael like he's actually just grasping like open hand, like pet her nice, because he grabs her fucking fur and rips it out, or like grabs her tail, and I'm like, bro, she will actually fuck your life up, like, and it'll hurt because it hurts me, like, and like she's been so good with him in terms of more of like leaving him alone or like letting him like kind of do it,
right,
but it's fucked up because he doesn't know what he's doing and he's like hurting. At
right,
least
right.
like Effie like listen, I'm sure if Effie got hurt, like all bets would be off like if she was actually like hurt, but like Effie Effie's not going to take her fucking claws and smack him in the face.
No,
Like Luna does that and it's
to be
scary.
honest though, I don't know what Effie would do. Like we've only been like adults around her. You know what I mean? Like we've never had an experience where someone's like going after the dog. You know, like it's at the end of the day,
Yeah,
like
but
dude,
it is an animal, but
she bit me once. You know what I mean? Like for grabbing her by her fur and putting her in her cage. So
yeah, but
that was
that
like
was
day
that
one.
was a
But
long time ago.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like I feel
But
like we should be good, but I don't know.
yeah,
You never.
but
It's just like
anyway,
always
so what did
scary.
you what?
What?
But so what did you bring to lunch and where'd you go to elementary school?
Well, I'm like you. I didn't remember. I had no idea. I went to Umpqua. Although when I first moved to town, I was supposed to go to Birch Lane, and we could have been best friends from kindergarten.
We
Probably
could
not
have been
though.
best friends from like day one.
You probably would. We probably would have hated each other, and we wouldn't even be doing this right now. Um,
Why?
but no,
Why do you think that?
I just
From
know
K
it.
through 6?
There's no way you would have been nice to me. I know that. Um, I was like
Wow.
petulantly bullied. I don't even know if that's the right word. I was bullied often in elementary school, and I
I
know
don't
that.
think I was a bully. Only
Or
one
you're not.
actually two people have called me a bully in my life, and both of them are named Chris Rossi. One time, one
Is it both
time,
the Chris Rossies I know?
college. Yeah, both of them. Yeah, in college, Chris got really drunk and called me a bully, basically.
Oh wow.
Um, and then apparently, Chris Rossi from Massapequa. Apparently, we were in school. I don't know what grade. Probably he didn't go to Birch Lane, so it probably had to be middle school, right?
Yeah, probably middle school.
Apparently, we all had to go around class and say like what our dreams were, and uh, he said be in the NFL.
Oh my
And
god.
after everyone was done, the teacher said, "Wow, everyone, like that was really great. Like everyone's dreams are really attainable." And supposedly, I raised my hand and said, "Yeah, except for Rossi's, because he sucks at football," or something along those
Oh
lines.
my god, dude.
So I
That's
don't remember
brutal.
that. I don't remember that, but I'm not saying I don't believe him because I feel like someone would remember that if that happened to them.
Right, right, right.
I don't remember that, but he
That's funny.
does apparently. So sorry, Chris. Yeah, I don't think Chris listens, but sorry,
Um,
Chris. I
yeah,
apologize.
I used to eat peanut. I had to call my mom. I don't remember. Marissa remembered. She bought lunch every day, and I called my mom today to
I
ask.
definitely bought lunch.
Oh, you did? I never bought lunch. I
At
apparently
least in like in middle school and high school, but I don't know about K through 6. I have no idea.
K through six. I called my mom today, and she said that every day we would bring peanut butter and jelly or yogurt and carrots. That's it. I don't know. I guess the reason we were saying like, but when I got to middle school, and I remember this, my mom used to make us chicken cutlet sandwiches to bring to lunch.
Ooh, nice.
And by us, I mean
Nice.
me. I think by the time it got to Frank, they switched to turkey cold cuts, and then by the time it got to John, it was
Ooh.
like school lunch.
Honestly, I remember vividly like sitting with Tom Bartlett at in like middle school lunch, like vividly. And John Verderber I used to sit with.
Let me tell you
I don't
about
remember who else, but
in
I
ninth
remember
grade.
them.
I had a lunch with none of my friends, and I just sat with I just a bunch of random people every day. And then when I met friends, they were like, "No, you're not allowed to move seats." That's what the school said. I remember that. I'll never forget it. They were like, "No, no, no, you have friends? No, you got to sit with people you don't know. You have to sit with them every day." And then for the rest of
Okay.
the year, bro, I just had to sit with people I didn't like the whole year. The whole year. Does
Yeah.
that make any sense?
Well,
Schools are crazy. Schools are crazy.
yeah, but then you went to Massapequa the next year and got to go home for lunch. So what's the
That's true.
difference?
Made no more new friends. Fuck them.
Yeah, no new friends. Fuck them.
I
I
never
was
ate
actually
out.
talking about that with Nicole. Like, like I don't want like new friends like ever. I don't think.
I mean,
I
you're in
have
a different
enough.
situation than me. Like, I have no friends besides like my people from home. So like even like the friends that we were gonna hang out with today, like we texted our friends and we were like, yeah, yeah, come over for a beer. It was like 1 o'clock. They were like, we're actually gonna go to a movie, but maybe we can come over after tonight. And I was like, well, what time? And they were like 8, and I was like, I don't know about that. Because like it's 8 o'clock, right? It's
Wait, the
almost not.
movies at the
No,
movie is
no,
at
they were
8?
gonna come at 8, and like it's Sunday night. Like this is just like our night together. Like we're gonna go hang out for a little bit, and like I don't know, whatever. And I knew I had this, so I was just like, no, like tonight won't work. But it's always like, especially now that I have a kid, it's like you're stuck in the house now. Like you can't leave after 6:30, 7 o'clock. Like he
Yeah.
was,
Well,
and
so
he,
you will get friends though, like
yeah,
built in because of your son's
I
activities or
know.
school. Like
The
that's gonna happen.
the
But right
pool
now
the
it's just too
pool in
hard.
our neighborhood opens up May 20th, and I'm like, Friend City, baby. We're gonna make all the friends that weekend. Um, yeah.
At the pool? At the pool.
Okay. Well. Here, let me preface. Last year, we were at the pool and we were sitting there, and Marissa was pregnant, but like not enough pregnant where we could have walked up to people and be like, she's like part of the club, you know. But like all these parents were there with their kids, and like they were all hanging out. And I'm thinking if we're just like over there, like with our kids, like in the short side, the shallow end, we'll make friends, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah, so you are definitely in a different situation than me where I like don't want to talk to anyone. But like you'll see like kids interacting with strange kids and like their parents being there. It's kind of weird. Like
Is it?
you don't know like they're like what's cool to them. Not like cool in terms of like coolness, like what's okay to them, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right, right.
And like Michael's very like he's rough, you know, he's not like gentle. And like but he's a kid, like
And
but
what
like
are you supposed to do? Yeah.
that's what I'm saying, like what are you supposed to do? And like it's just like weird, like the etiquette.
Right.
And like you like talk to the other kid and like I don't know. It makes me uncomfortable. I just like to ignore everyone and let Michael do his thing. But he like goes up to strangers and like gives them a rock and then like wants the rock back. So I don't know.
Dude,
He's
it's kind
like
of
he's like, take this rock. You
we
weirdo.
we were out with Marissa's friends a couple weeks ago, and their kids did something. I don't even remember what it was, and the dad like had to like go over and do something, and he comes back over to me and he's like, "I'm not like a crazy dad, I swear, I swear." And like I could tell like he was feeling the same vibe that I was, where he was like, "I don't want you to think I'm an idiot." Like just like
Yeah.
I'm just this is just what I do. You know what I mean? Like it's funny.
Dude, listen to this. Listen to this shit. I take Michael to the park yesterday and I get there and like two groups of parents are like talking to like two separate kids and trying to get them to apologize to each other. I missed what happened. They were like 10 maybe, I don't know, maybe younger. I'm bad at ages. What's up with your glasses, man? You okay?
They hurt my ears when I wear these things.
Okay, anyway. So the one kid won't apologize and like the dad is screaming at him. This is why you won't make friends.
Oh
Nobody
my
likes you. And
god!
I'm like,
What
bruh,
the fuck?
dude, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It was wild. And like the I could just see the look on the mom's face like, dude, like you don't have to like say shit like that. Like the kid is just like quiet, you know, like he's not saying a word because he's just like being screamed at by his dad and he's gonna never have friends because nobody likes him. Like it was crazy.
That's
It
wild.
was absolutely crazy. It was actually and I know we're going long right now and it's late, but another crazy thing is these kids drive. There are these like three kids on under the swings, like with a bike, laying on the floor. You know how like weird
Right,
teenagers
right,
are. And these kids drive by on a bike and yell some thing at them. I heard it, but I don't know what they said.
right.
And some dad's like, "Hey, watch your mouth!" And then the kids obviously say it again. And then he's like, "Hey, you watch your mouth!" Screaming. And I'm like, dude, shut up, man. And then the mom goes over to these three kids that they were talking to and is like, what's his name? How do you spell it? What school does he go to? What grade is he in? And I'm
What
like,
the
who
fuck,
gives a fuck, lady?
bro?
First of all, it's not that serious. It's a teenage kid who yelled like fuck at his friend or someone he hates. Like you don't think your 11-year-old or however old is playing fucking like Fortnite and has like kids talking about like crazy shit in his ear or like what are you what are you
People are weird,
thinking?
man.
Like
That's
who
weird. That's fucking weird.
like dude, like what is this mom gonna do? Like call Wantagh Public Schools and be like, man, this kid yelled at the park. What? Okay, like sick.
What do you want us to do? Like he wasn't at the fucking school, was he? Oh my god, I
I
don't.
don't know.
I just
People
like.
are weird
I
though.
hope I don't like end up being a parent like that, but like who knows like what parenting does to you, you know?
Yeah, I mean it's
I just know I'm not gonna be like that.
well,
At the end of the day, I'm not gonna be like that. I'm not gonna yell at other kids. I'm never gonna do that.
I mean everything's circumstantial, but you're
Well,
not
I
gonna
mean,
yell at a
yeah,
kid.
but I'm not gonna
You're not
yell at a
gonna
kid
yell
for
at a
saying
kid for a
fuck. I say fuck 19
well, I don't
fucking times
know.
a day.
I I don't know what he said. I don't know what he said, but I'm
True.
telling you, like you couldn't even understand it.
Right.
He just screamed something crazy,
Right.
and
Right.
like, okay, if your kid goes, what was that? You say, I don't know, some idiot on a bike. Don't listen to him. That's it. You don't have to like. What are you gonna do?
Explain it.
What if the
Yeah.
the the fifth the 8 kids that just drove by on their bikes, drive back and are like trying to fight an old man. What are you gonna? Not an old man. He's probably in his 40s. But what are you gonna do? Like fight these kids or something?
I'm not
Like
fighting
what?
anybody,
I don't
dude.
understand. Like I don't understand what the end. I mean, he was like a big guy, but like, what's the end game here? Like, it's not like an adult. Like, all right, not that you should fight an adult, but at least you can fight an adult, right?
My
Like, well, you
fighting days
can't
are over.
really legally, but
I don't fight
mine
anymore.
too. But
Yeah,
all right, mine
dude,
too.
you tweeted something the other day. I was gonna tweet it back at you. You there was the Mike Tyson video. You tweeted, "This guy deserved it," after he was like,
He did,
ta-
bro.
as he was
He
taunting.
did.
Yeah, it reminds me of somebody who was on a train one time taunting people for like
Okay,
25 minutes. All
first of
right.
all, I wasn't taunting. Well, actually, it's kind of funny because, like, granted, it wasn't Mike Tyson, but like, come to find out, like, two of those were people who like kicked our ass. Was like all conference wrestlers at their college or something. So
Fair
yeah,
enough.
but that's different. I'm not sitting there. I'm not saying I didn't deserve what happened that night. Grant, I mean, it was like 11-2. Like, it was just not a good time.
No.
And that was also like a long, long time ago. That was literally like
It
10
just
years ago.
when you sent the tweet when I saw the tweet, I was like, I was about to tweet back at you, and I was like, I'm not gonna tweet this. I was like, I'm gonna let this one go. I'll say this one later. But all right, it's time for the dad review. Today we are gonna
Yeah,
review.
but you're talking about years ago.
It's time for the dad review. It's time for the dad review, man. Don't mess it up. It's
Right,
time for the
right,
dad
right.
review. We're gonna review Alfred from this new HBO Max release of the Batman. If you haven't seen it, go see it. They're advertising for us right now. Thank you, Batman, for paying us to talk about you. We appreciate it. Um, yep. And
Yes. Thank you,
Edward,
Batman.
if you stay tuned till the end of the episode, we're gonna interview Edward Cullen. What's his name? You know the guy. Anyways,
James Pattinson or whatever his name is.
so let's talk
You
about
know
that.
that's the name of my penis, right?
Let's. I do know that. Yeah. Let's talk about Alfred as a
Yeah.
dad to the Batman. What do you think? Good dad, bad dad. Where do you fall on him?
well, you're talking specifically this movie or in
Let's
general?
talk specifically this movie.
Well, I mean, I feel like it's all generally the same, to
Yeah,
be
it
honest.
is. Yeah.
Like,
Like the idea of it, where
um,
like Alfred like basically stuck around like through like the turmoil of his parents dying. I mean, obviously this guy's getting paid fucking moolah, but like he's taking care of this kid at like from basically 10 years old to through adulthood and like teaching him to fight and like teaching him to be a man. I think that's like pretty good like dad vibes.
yeah, yeah. I'm gonna say he's really a good dad, even though he's not really a dad, but he was. Uh,
I think though the thing
like
that gets me is like he broke him apart a little bit too much where now he's the Batman. So I don't know.
yeah, but I don't know about that. I don't know. Wait, can you do your Batman voice really quick?
No, I'm Batman. Where's
Yeah,
Rachel?
that one.
Where's the trigger? It's not even a
It's a
good
lot
Batman.
better.
It's not even
It's it's a lot better when we're like blacked out drunk in Boston like 10 years ago.
at 3 a.m. But
That
yeah,
it's definitely better then, but
I think overall Alfred's got a pretty good dad vibe going. I think burning the I think if we're talking about all the Batmans when he burns the letter from Rachel, I don't think that's a great dad move. I feel like you should be upfront as much with your kid, but I don't know. I think overall
yeah.
good dad
Well,
vibes.
I mean, yeah, but at that point, like, how old is Batman at that point? Like,
30,
I don't know.
25. I don't even
Yeah,
know what his age
I
is.
guess. But I mean, did you ever see Gotham?
I've
Oh wait,
seen
we
a lot.
talked about
I've
this.
seen a lot of Gotham. I haven't seen all of it, but
So I mean,
he's pretty good in Gotham.
he's a yeah, but I'm just saying, like, he's like a pretty good dad.
Yeah,
Like I'm talking high score, like pretty high.
and he like will punish him too. Like he'll be like, "No, Bruce. No, no, Bruce." All
No, no, Bruce, no, no.
right, right, what's your
So
what's your score on this, Mister Alfred?
honestly, the only downside to it all is that he gets paid a lot of money.
I know it's he's getting paid to do it,
Like
so it's very different than what we like.
like I pay to be a dad, you know?
Yeah, like yeah. If you
He
take,
ge- he
let's
gets he
should we?
gets paid.
Yeah, you can't get rid of that.
You can't because like think about like Uncle Phil like like part of why like he was able to provide for his family. No, so that's a bad example. I don't know. I don't know. This is like uncharted territory of someone
For
literally
me,
being paid to dad,
honestly, the
but
payment's
that
taking a
doesn't
lot
mean you
out of
have
it.
to.
It's just like it like kind of it dampens it for me. But at the end of the day, I got to give him a high score. I got to say 8-2.
Ooh, see, okay, I was gonna say 8-1, so
We're
that's
always on the
cool.
same page, man. Me and you with these dads, except that one time. But 8-2.
Yeah, but that was a bad time. That was a
Eight
bad
one,
time.
8-2. Those are good scores. Those are good scores for Mr. Alfred, dad of the Batman.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, listen, he got blown up in this movie. You know,
He did.
spoiler alert.
Oops.
Case, oops, my
um,
bad.
yeah, so that's our dad review of the week. 8.2, 8.1 for Alfred Hitchcock. Or no, that's the writer. Alfred Alfred the butler.
Alfred Batman. Alfred the Batman Butler.
Yeah, and
So yeah, man. That's it.
that's
That's
our
all she wrote.
that's two dads, one sippy cup. Two dads, two states of Modern
And
Family show.
Julia, if you're listening, please
Let us know,
give us
Julia.
another review. Give
Another
us
review.
reviews everywhere,
All platforms. Yelp,
like
Yelp us.
Spotify, all platforms,
Google Maps.
Google.
All right.
Um,
Till
go like all of our TikToks.
oh yeah, TikTok. Check us out on TikTok. Tiki Taki
This podcast is brought to you by TikTok.
and the
Thank
Batman
you
on HBO
for the big.
Max.
Eh, oh yeah, hey, check it out. Check it out. Subscribe to HBO Max.
All right. See ya.